Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Returnable from near the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Penix going to throw straight away. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. They motion the tight end over. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They put a receiver in motion here left. 3rd down give to Robinson. A lot of grass ahead. Cuts it to the right sideline. 20, 15. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Penix has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action. Here's Penix. Vacates quickly left side. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, around to Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Penix on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Entering Cooper takes it away. And the Packers have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
19 tight, go!
Thrown on first down, Love. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set! Buffalo 18! Ready?
Love from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
60, ready? Track 60! Trap 60! Check go!
Love to throw again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers parlay the interception into points. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Here's a counter give to Robinson. Across midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for Robinson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. They send a man in motion. Penix on 1st down. Jump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They put Mooney in motion right. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Going run again with Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here from the frozen tundra. The Packers driving. Second down now, 7 to go.
Come 19, 19 line. Mustang 19. Ready?
Takes the handoff, now Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Trying to find his tight end. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
Love out of the shotgun. This is reeled in by Reed. And they bring him down around the 34. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. 16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 42. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. McLeod now returning it. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Oh no, they get him yet again! Andrew Cooper takes it away!
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The throw is caught, and they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60. No. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Love now. Forced out to his right. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack, but he's also denied a gain of any kind.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. Returns looking good so far. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go. Go.
They're looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here. Play fake, it's Love. Completes this one to Kraft. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. And look at this return. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. They get 37 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Play action. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third and long for him here. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Nixon now to return it. Not a good return. They bring him down just beyond the 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready. 18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. The run nets the 9, so a little easier for them now. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Love. Complete beyond the marker. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He throws a bullet. Big gain downfield. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-possession game. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Penix now on 1st down. It's into the hands of Mooney. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Quay Walker. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Penix. And that one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Penix here from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, here's Penix. Rolling out to his left. It's inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 33 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They just get the play off. On the move, headed right. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Packers have possession, hoping to close out a win and advance in the postseason. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. 1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They'll send their tight end right. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That's Justin Simmons.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
First down throw, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 10-yard line.
19 Lions.
Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 2. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a first. They go play action. Here's Penix. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. And the Packers at a 50B out there for this 3rd down play. Penix working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. London going to motion over right. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
At the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He put everything he had in. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Green Bay touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Trying to set this up quick. Play action. Here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here we go, set. Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Penix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hawk 7, come, bring it. Set, ready?
Handoff running right. Jacobs. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Packers keep running away with this. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Go. Set, go.
2nd and 13. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
All right, 1 more snap to play here.
18, Pioneer.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one.